I just got stone.
You just got stone.
Yes.
Just now.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
My journey starts by first forgetting to start recording, because I'm a fucking idiot, followed by being AFK until night, big mistake here, and immediately realize that expert mode might be an overstep. After dying just a couple more times, we are finally able to start progressing through the game. I continue building the house, but dawns on me that I couldn't even do that correctly. If you're a Terraria player, I understand this triggers you, but it's taking me a fucking hour just to simply lay down a door. Only been playing for a couple more hours, it's become clear that mob manipulation would be key.
Oh my god.
After the wooden cabins met a checkpoint, I get straight to mining. At least for a little, enough to craft my first range weapon, the bow and arrow, and a wooden armor set. With an arsenal of new equipment, it was time to get a lay of the land. I would soon come to find my first chest and a crimson biome. The crimson didn't seem that bad, considering it was filled with spiders, flying Doritos, and actual fucking troglodytes. I'll come to find that looks can sure be deceiving. After heavily underestimating the opposition, I shamefully head towards the mine. Whilst in the middle of my early game mining, a chain of events would plant a seed in my mind, changing the way I view this game forever.
Hello? What? Oh my god. I just got one shot by that.
Terraria is a fucking game. Are you trying to get an ore upgrade that you desperately need to get through the game?
If it's not a freaking boulder trap, it's rigged explosives. Come on, man.
Or maybe you're trying to do a little bit of
I'm
exploration.
gonna fucking scream.
I'm not mad. I'm not angry. Or did you find a mysterious dungeon that is nowhere near your house? No. Oh! Ooh! The amount of shit that can just one-shot you is fucking ridiculous. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Shortly after getting decimated, slimes start falling from the sky.
Slimes are falling from the sky. What the fuck?
They do that.
What the fuck is this? Oh
The
my
Slime
god.
King's gonna show up.
No spoilers. Oh my god, I'm
This
dead.
looks like a
There's
boss
so
arena.
many.
Hey,
They said nice cactus armor, with body language. Before a tiny threat would display power in numbers. My first thought was to try to exploit the game's mechanics. But sadly, the developers are just one step ahead. With slime stacking up at the door, I leave my barricade that I've constructed and prepare to AoE down the slime horde with the limited tools I have available. But the raw amount of slimes is simply too much.
Until one of us dies.
you really shouldn't put yourself on the same level as Justin.
No, you weren't here for the previous game. I chased him for like 5 minutes,
It was pretty intense.
like on his tail for a solid 5 minutes.
Oh, I was like, what? That's not that long.
In the midst of the slime rain, I find some time to craft some gesture arrows. Hit scan AoE that make these mobs look like child's play.
Die! Die! Oh my god, there's so many!
Bro, first time.
First time? Oh, I've never played Terraria. Never will. That's right.
But I knew I.
It hasn't
Long
said
story
that
short,
you
though,
have
I didn't
won,
end up
so
dying. However, I
I
didn't
guess-
kill enough slimes
huh.
to summon King
Maybe
Slime,
you were
which
supposed to have
basically
King
resulted in
Inventory
me
on,
having
like
a
he
shit
was
ton
the
of
hunter, we're
gel.
supposed to have it on.
With
Gotta
the
save
slime
that.
rain being a bust, I head back towards the cave.
I got a rope! 26
that's-
rope!
dude, you know what you
I've
can do
never
with
got
rope.
rope before, so now I don't know what I can do with it.
Put it down.
We're gonna go to the crafting table and
Oh,
find
rope.
out. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
Bro, literally put it down. Make a rope.
Oh, it's like a put it down thing, not a crafting item. Do this.
You can actually do
Something
some
good about-
crafting with.
So I am correct.
Sorry, Justin.
You can make a rope coil, which you can throw, and it'll drop a rope.
It drops the rope instead of like doing it manually.
Oh
and
my
putting the
god, I'm
rope
really bad. Oh my god!
All I heard from I don't have to my good.
Brady's ascending to a new
Dude,
realm.
I've got 37 shurikens, 65 more rope, an armored step steel, and a mining potion. Great. I'm about to die!
Mining potions are
No!
mining potions are so underrated in Terraria. They're so powerful.
And I got the chest itself.
Whoa, bro! I got 323 subscribers on YouTube now. I'm famous.
Dang.
YouTube famous.
Maybe you can jumpstart my channel.
Bro, I don't know. You're gonna have to subscribe.
I didn't hear that. You're cutting out.
Yeah, I can.
Jesus Christ!
I know what I. I know what I. Google Chrome open, which is eating all of my CPU.
God. I forgot you game on a fucking laptop. Holy shit.
Alright, I should be back now.
But of course, progressing in the mine doesn't come without its hardships.
Oh my god,
There's
no,
a time
no,
and
no,
a place. There's a time and a place for mucking around.
That's no
Now,
fair.
Justin?
Yeah. No games, but always I get my schmeat schmat.
Schmeat schmad, dude. My schlong dong. But no.
Oh my god, I got my first platinum.
You'll just have to beat your meat.
Yeah, profusely too.
Usually.
This little bee guy is trying to slow.
Anyways, along my journey I come across my first Crimson Altar. I'll need to remember what this looks like and how to get here because I'll be using this a lot. Close by, shortly after finding the Crimson Altar, I
What
find
is
some
that?
mysterious looking hearts. These happen to be the Crimson Hearts. They were surrounded by crimstone blocks, and my pickaxe was not doing the trick. Isn't that handy?
Get out of here.
Try again.
What is that?
Try again. Oh, try again.
Is that just background?
Alright, now let's not lose that.
Justin.
My god. Unpleasant, the Undertaker? A horrible chill goes down your spine. Oh, no.
Ah, he's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! Jokes
Ooh,
to
here comes the
Caleb
next
doesn't-
one. Here comes the next one.
Yes, Justin.
Screams echo
Yes.
around you. Uh-oh. What have I got?
Hey, maybe don't do that. I don't think you're ready.
Crimson
I think
Heart?
he's
What's a
prepared.
Crimson Heart?
I have so much wasted time right
I
now.
need to say the same old joke I said 1,000 times every said
Brain of
joke.
Cthulhu has awoken? What?
Oh no.
Oh, he did the darn thing.
Oh,
Breaking
sweetie.
this heart
And I
immediately spawns the
instantly
Brain of
got
Cthulhu, a fight that I was not in any way, shape,
I've
or
never
form
played
prepared
Terraria.
for. Being slain by the Brain seems bad, but comes with a silver lining. See, the hearts that I killed actually dropped some mentionable loot, mainly the Crimson Heart. A boy that'll follow you around lighting up the path as long as he doesn't get stuck. No more having to hold torches up just to see where I'm going, and that's what I love about this game. Actions you'd originally have to take become eclipsed by the items you're able to obtain later in progression. But just when you're starting to get a feel for the game, a goblin army is approaching. Built up stress across time would eventually culminate until physical
Of course, there's a caster that
frustrations.
What the fuck, man? You can't just spawn behind me. That's cheating.
Anthony, just prepare yourself.
Through the midst of all the chaos and torment, I realized one of the goblins dropped the broken harpoon, an automatic retracting spear rifle. And even if you miss, it'll come back to deal damage on the way back. After dying a moderate amount of times,
Oh shit, my mic wasn't muted. Great.
Who knew Terraria was actually harder than Dark Souls? I mean, Anthony, that's probably gonna treat you through my mic.
Well, there shouldn't be fucking wizards, man. The wizards are so God fucking damn it.
I was finally able to defeat the goblin army. After the therapeutic fuckery,
And I fell to my...
This is a really fucking awesome shield. Oh, shit. If only I had someone to give me, let's say, 40 gold bars for it. If only there was something out there.
dropping down, I immediately realize
We're rich! Diamond! Ah!
this cave is covered in diamonds.
I found diamonds, guys.
Quickly disappointed, realizing that it wasn't as good as Minecraft diamonds.
Well, if you end up getting into sword and shields, Austin, I'll sell you this legendary shield for a... let's say 100 gold bars. Sorry, Corin.
But it still yields me the diamond grapple hook. With freshly acquired riches and more mobility options, I begin again attempt to traverse the Crimson biome. After trial and error, I eventually make it through the Crimson and onto my first ever ice biome. Honestly, I haven't done anything in the ice biome the entire playthrough thus far. This would also be the first time I used magic, one of the 4 base class setups in Terraria. It's kind of what I like about solo playthroughs, is you are not limited by the members in your party. You are not one of the classes, you are all of the classes. On the very edge of the world, I come across what is widely referred to as the dungeon. But I'm sure you guys know what happens next. It was at this point where I met a sense of stagnation, grinding for hours just to receive weapons close order to the same stats. I'm still wearing one of the starting sets, mainly because making Terraria armor just takes a couple more steps. This honestly broke me when I was trying to go for a truly blind playthrough. But you don't understand, man. You don't understand. With knowledge bestowed on me by the power of the internet, I now knew how much grinding this was going to take. Now enjoy a couple seconds of what 95% of this game actually is. Now that the monotonous grinding is out of the way, I can get to the desirable part of the game. First, choose a square up with the Eye of Cthulhu. However, some nights there's no choice in the matter because you'll feel a presence watching you. If the eye doesn't feel like spying, you can always take matters into your own hands. This boss's difficulty for me was a bit inflated due to ignorancy. I didn't know the stat pots existed, which is absolutely goddamn vital if you want any chance of completing the bosses. Oh my god! This fucking boss, man! Being so caught up on preventing death while fighting the bosses, I simply overlook other variables.
Good morning.
Fuck! Right, I'm potted up. It's officially 9:02 p.m. No chance for the sun to come up whatsoever. It is time. This is the time. It's time. Yeah, the Eye of Cthulhu is pretty easy, all things considered. As long as you have the right pots and the armor, DPS shouldn't be too much of an issue. With the eye down, I waste no time moving up to the brain. The biggest joke in pre-hard mode. You'd have to have some sort of vision deficiency to not be able to distinguish between the different brains. Come on, it's so goddamn obvious. Hordes of brain balls that can easily be AoE down. Now if the boss mechanics didn't give you a little smirk, the items you're able to obtain from it just might. Winky Dinky Crown that isn't really helpful at all. Don't even get me started amount of crimtane this shit drops. Like why even mine it in the first place? Biggest joke in pre-hard mode. We'll dial back the shit talking just a little bit because he actually did find a kill on me and conceptually a good boss. That being said though, another easy boss that I was way overtuned for. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go, man. I'm not sure if killing the brain causes this, but immediately after that action, a meteorite landed. I didn't know where it landed, nor did I want to try to find it. See, I was already focused on trying to go to hell, and it was actually taking me quite a while because I wasn't making use of elevators. I was basically just running through a memorized maze, and finally finding it was really cool and all, but let's just say it's not what I had in mind. Trying to discard the recall potion, I accidentally used it instead. Fuck, man. You know, lucky for me, getting the hell the first time was actually pretty easy, but unlucky for me, getting back to where I originally was would be more of a challenge than I anticipated. Fuck, man! What the fuck, man? Once I was finally lucky enough to get past all the enemies and get my hand on a couple of obsidian potions, getting all the hellstone I wanted wasn't really an issue, and leads me to my next ore to mine. Lo and behold, I couldn't even do that correctly. What the fuck, man? In retrospect though, mining the meteorite wasn't really that complicated, so I'm just gonna skip to the part where I have my suit and my space gun. This would give me a surge of confidence to plan for my next head on the chopping block. But before that, an old friend wanted to say hi. Some would argue that killing the king at this stage serves no actual purpose. To that I say, ninja look cool. So as briefly mentioned earlier, the next boss will be Skeletron, a stark contrast from all the other bosses thus far. Boss is actually difficult. I don't count the Eye of Cthulhu because I didn't really know what I was doing. Your primary focus when fighting Skeletron is to avoid the swirling death move. Simple enough, right? So in the past, I've been using archery on the bosses, mainly because, I don't know, it just seemed the most effective. But what do I know? I don't play this shit. I didn't scavenge any summoner items, and it just didn't seem melee was viable in the slightest, at least considering the variables I was currently dealing with. The item representing the magic department was the staff. However, with the space gun and meteorite combo, it seemed like magic would finally be on the table. Now I'm going to be honest, I didn't actually capture taking down Skeletron, to which I was really fucking salty about, so instead I'm just gonna have to roll some close attempts. But yeah, that's basically how the boss fight went down. Except for I didn't die. Killing Skeletron grants us passage through the dungeon. You know, without... In the dungeon, you'll surely be met with a terrible fate. If not by its inhabitants, then surely by their trickery. Ooh. They try to get me again. Looking for a shot. Dude, there's this. I walked into this room, right? And the whole floor broke, and it was this room full of spikes. I wasn't planning on being here for too long because I just didn't feel like going through the bullshit. Throughout the dungeon, you'll collect golden keys. I got a golden key! Let's go, boy! These keys open up chests that are scattered throughout. Hey, dungeon heist, let's go. And I got the Murasama! And you know what that means. You know what that means. Where that means we're going back home and we're crafting the ultimate weapon. We've got the Blade of Grass, the Fiery Greatsword, the Murasama, and the Crimtane. And there we go. On my first chest, I got the only thing I actually wanted. And it was now time to craft the ultimate weapon. There it is, dude. Wait. Knight's Edge is kind of bad. Are you seriously going to tell me that forging 4 swords together results in +4 damage? Well, an upgrade is an upgrade is an upgrade, I guess. And now. The jungle was basically me speedrunning through its steps to find the queen. And to be frank, I didn't feel like fishing through previous jungle footage. However, I found a pretty accurate representation of the whole experience. Of course he bumps me right now. Soon enough I would come to discover my first hive. I would be met with great anxiety. You see, I feared my summon would pop the larva without going through the proper preparations. Jesus Christ, please don't hit it. Building an arena later. And at this point, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. I'm getting really lazy. And now... every single 15-second respawn timer, every boss attempt, every waiting session, every invasion, every godforsaken trap has led up to this moment. My magnum opus.
What is that?
Surely my trials and tribulations
No,
have been
you gotta be
concluded.
kidding me, dude.
Oh, have I never been so wrong. Welcome to fucking hard mode. Oh my god, dude. Lava slimes, lava slimes, lava slimes, lava slimes. Hi guys, if you made it to the end, I wanted to give y'all a special thanks. This project was most definitely a learning experience for me, and I plan on uploading way more frequent in the future. Anyways though, I'll see you in the next video.